I put it all on the line. Everything I have, I risk it for the climb. Lay it on the track, but I'll put it all on the line. No gain without sacrifice, no growth without pain. You don't want to roll the dice, but fortune favors the brave. So I'm reaching towards the light. Now that this moment's come around, I'm taking a chance tonight, and there is no way I'm backing down. I put it all on the line. Everything I have, I risk it for the climb. Taking as a fact, I am never looking back now. Never ever gonna waste my time.
Welcome to Lego Monster Jam right here in the Allstate Arena in Rosemont, Illinois. My name is Aaron Spicer, creator and founder of Lego Monster Jam, and we welcome you back here this afternoon into the Allstate Arena right here in Rosemont, Illinois. We hope that you guys have been enjoying our content so far on TikTok and our YouTube page as well, along with our social media platforms, Instagram and Facebook. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications. That way, you're alerted on our next Lego Monster Jam event. And if you're on TikTok, make sure you tap that screen and make sure you give us a follow and share it with your friends and family. But welcome back, Lego Monster Jam fans. We want to welcome you all back here to this afternoon here in the Allstate Arena in Rosemont, Illinois. To bring something up, we just want to apologize for last night, as we unfortunately were not able to stream due to the inconsiderate of heat here, and also the medical emergency that we had. Just an update on that. Everyone is okay for the most part. Just continue to remember that things happen here on Lego Monster Jam. Some things are out of our control, but however, we just want to give that announcement. We do apologize, but however, we are back here for this afternoon's event right here in the Allstate Arena here in Rosemont, Illinois, and what an incredible event it was this afternoon. This past week, we had on Saturday afternoon, we had an incredible event with regarding the incredible event that went down yesterday afternoon. We had in racing, it would be one of the greatest drivers to come into the finals against another competitor. It was an all-American battle between Megalodon Stars and Stripes and John Zimmer Sr., along with Kristen Anderson and Gravedigger Stars and Stripes. And that win would go to John Zimmer Sr. and Megalodon Stars and Stripes. Then the two-wheel skills competition, it was celebrating their 25th anniversary. Joe Foley and El Toro Loco taking the two-wheel skills competition win. And then in freestyle, we wrapped it up with an insane freestyle from Kristen Anderson and Gravedigger Stars and Stripes taking that freestyle championship. And the one that had the most points at the end of that event in the overall would be the Gravedigger Stars and Stripes, Kristen Anderson, continuing the dominance throughout this season here on Arena Championship Series North. Let's go ahead and take a look at the points as they are coming in right now, as here are the points as they stand. 74 points with Gravedigger Stars and Stripes, Kristen Anderson leading charge here throughout this entire arena event. And you can see in second place, Chris Kohler in Mayhem with 71 points, tied with John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity with 71 points. And then there's also another tie for third place, Joe Foley and El Toro Loco with John Zimmer Sr. and Megalodon Stars and Stripes. The reason why Joe Foley is over John Zimmer Sr. is because he had the most points at the end of the last event, which was the freestyle competition. However many points they get, if they end up into a tie, the highest freestyle placement will go to that competitor, and that was Joe Foley from yesterday afternoon. So, Lego Monster Jam fans, it is going to definitely be an incredible event this afternoon, and you definitely don't want to miss out. So, make sure you've got friends who are interested. Make sure to share this stream with them, whether you're on YouTube or on our TikTok right now, as we are live from the Allstate Arena here in Rosemont, Illinois. But Lego Monster Jam fans, that's all I have to say. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you here into the Allstate Arena here in Rosemont, Illinois. I want to welcome you here in Rosemont, Illinois, as well as, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lego Monster Jam.
I say, you can face everything in rags. I believe. Let me tell you what I believe. I believe that. I believe we gonna face everything. I believe that we gonna win. It's not how you fall, it's how you get back up. And what don't kill us make us stronger, boy. Bet that up, take a swing at us. You better hit hard, cause when we swing back, it's back, oh God. It's time to knock it off, and fight hard. Now let's all knock it off, and fight hard. Que yo buen día toda tu familia, mi amigo, se parta maldito, vamos a darle duro todavía. Say with me, I believe, say with me. Win the war. I'm from the bottom, I'm that uncut real raw. When things get tough, that's when we show up. That's when we show out. That's when we show y'all. It's time to knock it off and fight hard. That's how knock it off and fight hard. Say with me. I believe, say with me. On the set as El Toro Loco comes out. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for. Oh, that's a great shot. Into the mix. Turbo whipping around.
Lego Monster Jam fans across the globe, we want to welcome in, celebrating their 25th anniversary of the Crazy Bull. He is the driver and representative of Team Screen Racing in his third competitive season from Leicester, Massachusetts. Joe Foley, El Toro Loco. Now, Lego Monster Jam fans, let's welcome in the rest of our 2026 Lego Monster Jam Arena Championship Series North Trucks and Drivers. Competed in the inaugural Lego Monster Jam World Fun Showdown in 2021 in her fourth competitive season from Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, in your current Boys Leader Arena Championship Series North, Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger Stars and Stripes. He was your 2024 Arena Championship Series 1 Series runner-up in his 9th competitive season from Calgary, Alberta, Cam McQueen, Northern Nightmare. Making his return to Lego Monster Jam since the 2016 Lego Monster Jam season. He's also making his mark in the all-new Marvel Lego Monster Jam truck. In his 4th competitive season for Roseville, Michigan, Frank Thremel, the Amazing Spider-Man. Debuting the all-new Marvel Lego Monster Jam truck this season, in her first competitive season from Christmas, Florida, Jamie Sullivan, Thor. He's a part of Team Screen Racing in his 4th competitive season from Columbus, Michigan, Chris Goldberg, Mayhem. He's a part of Senate Motorsports in his 6th competitive season from Middlebury, Vermont, John Zimmer Sr., Megalodon Stars and Stripes. And last but certainly not least, he's a part of Senate Motorsports in his 2nd competitive season from Granby, North Carolina, John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. Lego Monster Jam fans across the globe, these are your 2026 Lego Monster Jam Arena Championship Series North Trucks and Drivers.
Turn to run, now look what it's become. Outnumbered 10-1, back then should have bet your tongues. There's no turning back this path once it's begun. You're already on that list, saying you don't want what you can't resist. Living that soul when the pen won't miss. Watch it all falling apart like this. This is what you asked for, and the crowd. Fire in the sunrise, ashes raining down. Try to hold it in, but it keeps bleeding out. This is what you asked for, and the crowd.
Lego Monster Jam fans, this afternoon we recognize a historic milestone. 250 years of the American story. Raise your phones and light up the arena as we honor those who continue to carry that story forward. Rosemont. For 250 years, America has been powered by strength, freedom, and resilience. Values that live in the heart of Lego Monster Jam and values that continue to inspire this great nation, the United States of America. Today, we proudly honor our active duty military, veterans, first responders, and frontline heroes. If you're among these incredible individuals, we ask you to stand up and be recognized for your service and sacrifice. Let's show them our appreciation, Lego Monster Jam fans.
But I got 3 favorite colors, not just one, not just 2. I got 3 favorite letters, and let me spell them out for you. USA, where are we?
Please welcome the Lego City National Guard Military Police as they present our nation's colors, the red, the white, and the blue. And now as we honor America to celebrate its 250th birthday, we ask all you to rise if you're able to and remove your hats for the performance of our national anthem, sung by Voice Avenue.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streamed, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. But I got three favorite colors, not just one, not just two. I got three favorite letters, and let me spell them out for you. They say USA, where I wish everything was made. Every truck, every boot, and every tool. Yeah, I got three favorite colors, and that's red, white, and blue. My favorite road is red dirt. Yeah, I love my big sky blue. I paint my picket fences white, and I got me a front porch view of a flag out in the front yard, just a blowing in the breeze.
All right, Lego Monster Jam fans across the globe, it's time for the next Lego Monster Jam event here in the Allstate Arena, Rosemont. This is Lego Monster Jam. All right, Lego Monster Jam fans, if you were with us yesterday, you know it's time for our first competition of this afternoon, the Lego Monster Jam Racing Competition, where 8 trucks have been seeded into elimination style bracket to determine who will walk away with the first 8 points and the nice shiny trophy of being the racing champion. Let's go ahead and take a look at our racing bracket right now as it stands. Northern Nightmare will take on El Toro Loco. Mayhem will take on Terminal Velocity. The Amazing Spider-Man will take on Gravedigger Stars and Stripes. And we'll wrap it all up here in racing with Thor and Mangled Out Stars and Stripes. 3 turns around this pod, and the finish line at the end will be the one who advances next. Whoever crosses the finish line next will move in to the semifinals, and we'll match up those 4 people and then get into that bracket. And then once we go from the 4-truck bracket into the 2-truck bracket, which is the coveted finals of racing, that will be an interesting one to see. Rosemont, are you ready for some Lego Monster Jam Racing? Kicking things off in a racing competition, King of Queen, Northern Nightmare. His opponent on the other side of the pond. Give it up for Joe Foley, the El Toro Loco. Both of these drivers are hungry for a win here in racing and not won it this year. So they're hoping to stamp themselves in to that racing book of being an Arena Championship Series North Racing Champion. Does it start here? We're about to find out. Let's go green. Your winner, moving on to the semifinals racing matchups here in round 1, is going to be Cam the Queen, Northern Nightmare. Our next race, Chris Kohler, Mayhem. His opponent, John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. All right, we've got some good talent here in round 1, as this is going to be really cool to see. A veteran versus a rising star this year on Arena Championship Series North. Who's it going to be? We're about to find out right now as they're about to drop the green. And your winner, moving on to the next racing round here. In this first round of racing is going to be John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. So he'll be moving into the semifinal matchups to match up with Cam McQueen and Northern Nightmare here in racing as we continue on with more racing coverage. Our next matchup, Frank Dremel, the Amazing Spider-Man. His opponent is going to be the Black and Green Wrecking Machine, Kristen Anderson, Grave Digger Stars and Stripes.
On the day I was born.
All right, Megamachia fans, we are ready for our next racing matchup. Who's it going to be? We're about to find out as they drop the green. And your winner, moving on into the next racing matchup of the semifinals here in racing, Frank Dremel, the Amazing Spider-Man. This would be his very first racing victory over a competitor. Has not happened since 2014 when he was in fourth field in Detroit, Michigan, driving Fox Sports Monthly. So this is some history, Megamachia fans, being made right here in Rosemont, Illinois. Our final matchup consists Jamie Sullivan, Thor. Her matchup will be the racing winner of yesterday afternoon's Rosemont event, ladies and gentlemen, John Zimmer Sr., Megalodon Stars and Stripes. Like we said, this will be pretty interesting to see, as if Megalodon isn't able to make the full coverage here, it's going to be Thor and the Amazing Spider-Man, a Marvel matchup in the semifinals. However, this is what they're looking for. They're looking for those 8 points in today's overall event championship. Who will move into the semifinals? We're about to find out right now. racing going to go to Megalodon Stars and Stripes. As now he's got a 5-0 racing run here in this amazing facility of this beautiful Allstate Arena here in Rosemont, Illinois. As they watch their fans, when we come back, the semifinals will be coming up next.
These eyes.
These eyes?
These eyes make a statement.
We take it all in.
These eyes I got from my mom. Which I got from my mom. Which I got from my mom.
They help me make this.
Nailed it?
These eyes are important to me.
Because they're the only ones I've got.
That's why I take them here to America's Best.
With a team of doctors and associates who believe every
Eye
deserves better.
Especially these ones.
America's Best. Every eye deserves better.
The Northern Lights linemen are rock stars. Anytime your power is out, they're out getting it fixed.
Definitely a sense of accomplishment when you've fought it for hours and finally get that chunk of line back on.
The whole Northern Light system is from Athol, and then we go to the Canadian border, just a couple miles into Washington, and then we go clear over to Thompson Falls, Montana.
Northern Lights is not for profit, so we are a member-owned cooperative.
The days where the most hazard exists is the outage days. We'll be working up to 32-hour shifts on that.
Their commitment is unbelievable. They answer the call on Thanksgiving. They answer the call on Christmas morning. They answer the call every time.
You're definitely aware of the customer, trying to do the best you can to get them back up as fast as you can.
You have to think of all of them because they own the company. Everything you do is for them, it's for everybody.
Welcome back, Lake Monster Jam fans, as we are getting ready. But first, we want to thank our incredible sponsors, Octane, the official fuel of Lake Monster Jam. If you're looking to power your car, your truck, your boat, your RV, or even your own Lake Monster Jam truck, make sure to use Octane today for the best prices and best fuel efficiency. And brought to you by EO Internet Northwest, the official streaming service platform in the Northwest. If you're looking for some good affordable Wi-Fi that's dependable on you, it is definitely EO Internet Northwest. Make sure to check out their deals as they have a great trial service for their first year of customers. Welcome back, Lake Monster fans, as we are getting ready for our next competition. As we are into the semifinals here in racing, let's go ahead and take a look at that bracket. As you can see right now, Lake Monster fans, we have Northern Nightmare taking on Terminal Velocity in the semifinal matchups. And we also have Amazing Spider-Man and Megalodon Stars and Stripes as the other pair. The winner out of these two races will move into the final to compete for the 8 points in today's overall event championship. Lake Monster fans, who's ready to witness someone to walk away as the racing champion here in Rosemont? Who wants Northern Nightmare, King McQueen, to move into the finals? Or who wants Terminal Velocity driver John Zimmer Jr. to take the win and move into the finals? The winner will move into the finals and try to compete for 8 points in today's overall event championship. Let's go racing! Northern Racing for the first time this season. It's gonna be King McQueen, Northern Nightmare. And we have so far half the bracket to go here. So let's get to it here in the semifinals of racing. Who wants Frank Krimmel and the Amazing Spider-Man to take the win going to the finals? Or who wants John Zimmer Sr. and Megalodon Stars and Stripes to take the win? The winner of this race will face King McQueen and Northern Nightmare for the first 8 points in today's competition. And your winner, moving on into the semifinals, from the semifinals to the finals here in racing, it's gonna go to the Amazing Spider-Man Frank Krimmel. Can it be his day where he will walk away with his first career racing victory on the season? This would be his first career victory overall for Lego Monster Jam. Unfortunately, John Zimmer Sr. hooked it way too hard right onto that tire there and flipped him right over as he was trying to save it here in this competition. So, ladies and gentlemen, the finals is set. Northern Nightmare, King McQueen, Frank Krimmel, and the Amazing Spider-Man. When we come back, they'll go head to head. Who's it gonna be? We're about to find out soon. Stay tuned.
All right, fastest route to the city. The secret is to just keep going in a straight line, no matter what. Saying it on my mind. Whoa, sorry.
Not that fast. You think fast, Shell. Can I do something faster from the... Yes! It flushes and it rushes. You think? Cute. But what about combined 3? It's a sub-fire elevator. The fastest route is up.
Next time, super faster.
Go City!
New Lego City sets out now.
We watched the Monster Jam test runs to show how the original Super Glue, now with Super Unix, can win any challenge. The extreme power of Super Unix adhesive is so strong it can lift more than 12,000 pounds. The original Super, featuring Super Unix, the next generation of Super Glue.
Lego Monster Gym fans, we have reached the pinnacle for racing here this afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, 8 trucks have whittled down to the fastest 2. En route to today's overall event championship, there are points, and these points are crucial if you want to become the overall event championship. Not only are they competing for that overall event championship, they're competing for the series of Arena Championship Series North. And how they start is the most important thing about getting an overall event championship. And when they win, it's a huge accomplishment. So, Lego Monster Jam fans, who's ready to meet your Lego Monster Jam Racing Championship contenders? Kicking things off, ladies and gentlemen, from Calgary, Alberta, representing the pride of Canada, Kim McQueen, Northern Nightmare.
From the land of the lost, trans Canada cross, patriotic and
His opponent across the racing stripe on the other side of the line. He has never been to a finals before here in racing. What big win would it be if he were to walk away as the racing victor? Ladies and gentlemen, Frank Primmel, the amazing Spider-Man. All right, Lego Monster Jam fans, the time has come. It is time to crown a racing champion. Rosemont, are you ready? Your winner of racing for the first time in his Lego Monster Jam career here in racing, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Frank Primmel, the amazing Spider-Man. Give it up one more time, Rosemont, for your racing competition winner, Frank Primmel, the amazing Spider-Man. And now as we transition, let's go ahead and take a look at our overall event standings of this afternoon. 8 points go to Frank Primmel and the amazing Spider-Man. What an incredible comeback. He leaves the sport for about 10 years and then comes back with vengeance for Lego Monster Jam loyalty. as he is chasing and helping his partner out, Brandon Arthur, who is not here with us this weekend, but he'll be back in our next event, which will be the Pacific Coliseum in Vancouver, British Columbia. So make sure you stay tuned for when that will be released. We will have more information on our Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube pages as we get closer to that event. Lego Launch Gym fans, without further ado, we are going to go ahead and take an intermission to get the track ready to go and get these trucks ready to go, as our next competition is the two-wheel skills competition right here in Rosemont, Illinois. Without further ado, Lego Launch Gym fans, now it is intermission. And now is the best time to make sure to stay up to date on our Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube pages as we go along throughout our Lego Monster Jam years. As ladies and gentlemen, Lego Monster Jam has evolved from just a simple Lego brick to a huge sport here for Lego Monster Jam. It is definitely awesome to see how many years it's been. It's been about almost 12 years. 12 years already and in counting. It will soon be our 15th anniversary coming up in just a few years. So Lego Monster Jam fans, we cannot wait to see what's going to happen coming up next and in the two-wheel skills competition coming up next. Without further ado, Lego Monster Jam fans, this is intermission, and on TikTok we will be ending the live stream. But however, when we come back, we will have the two-wheel skills competition ready for you fans, ready into attendance. So Lego Monster Jam fans, this is intermission.
I can't win, I can't reign, I will never win this game without you, without you, without you. I am lost, I am vain, I will never be the same without you, without you, without you. I will run, I will fly, I will never make it by without you, without you. I can't rest, I can't fight, all I need is you and I without you, without. Can't erase, so I'll take blame, but I can't accept that we're estranged without you, without you. I can't quit now, this can't be right. I can't take one more sleepless night without you, without you. I won't serve, I won't claim if you're not here. I'm paralyzed without you, without you. I can't look, I'm so blind. I lost my heart, I lost my mind without you, without. I thought that I've been hurt before, but no one's ever left me quite this sore. Your words cut deeper than a knife. Now I need someone to breathe me back to life. Got a feeling that I'm going under, but I know that I'll make it out alive if I quit calling you my lover and move on. You watch me bleed till I can't breathe, shaking, falling up to my knees. And now that I'm without your kisses, I'll be needing stitches, tripping over myself, aching, begging you to come out. And now that I'm without your kisses, I'll be needing stitches, just like a moth thrown to a flame. Oh, you lured me in, I couldn't sense the pain. Your bitter heart cold to the touch. Now I'm gonna reap what I sow. I'm left seeing red on my own. Got a feeling that I'm going under, but I know that I'll make it out alive if I quit calling you my lover and move on. You watch me bleed till I can't breathe, shaking, falling onto my knees. And now that I'm without your kisses, I'll be needing stitches, tripping over myself, aching, begging you to come out. And now that I'm without your kisses, I'll be needing stitches. Needle in the thread, gotta get you out of my head. Needle in the thread, gonna wind up dead. Needle in the thread, gotta get you out of my head. Needle in the thread, gonna wind up dead. Needle in the thread, gotta get you out of my head. Needle in the thread, gonna wind up dead. Needle in the thread, gotta get you out of my head. Get you out of my head. You want me, shaking, falling onto my knees, falling on my knees. Your kisses, I'll be needing stitches, tripping over myself, aching, begging you to come out. If they have your kisses, I'll be needing stitches. I'm without your kisses, I'll be needing stitches. I'm without your kisses, I'll be needing stitches.
My baby born a Birkin. She's been telling me all night long. Gasoline and groceries, the list goes on and on. It's 9 to 5, ain't working. Why the hell do I work so hard? I can't worry about my problems. I can't take them when I'm gone. 1, here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Tell them bring another round, we need plenty more. Two stepping on the table, she don't need a dance floor. Oh my, good lord. Someone pour me up a double shot of whiskey. They don't need Jack Daniels, got a history. There's a party downtown near 5th Street. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. I've been boozy since I left. I ain't changing for a check. Tell my mom I ain't forget. Woke up drunk at 10 a.m. We gon' do this again. Lucas out the door. It's getting kinda late, but the ladies want some more. Oh my, good lord. Tell them drink some. Someone pour me up a double shot of whiskey. They know me and Jack Dale's got a history. There's a party downtown near Fifth Street. Everybody at the bar get tipsy. Someone pour me up a double shot of whiskey. They know me and Jack Dale's got a history. At the bottom of a bottle, don't miss me. Everybody at the bar get tipsy. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy.
For more than 30 years, Lucas Oil Products has been solving some of the most difficult mechanical problems in the automotive, marine, and industrial industries. From our original Core 4 products, heavy-duty oil stabilizer, power steering, stop leak, transmission fix, and fuel treatment, we have now developed over 400 custom products to help solve some of the world's toughest mechanical issues. Go to lucasoil.com to see what we have in store for you. Lucas Oil, it works.
Introducing the new Monster Jam building sets from Connects. Now you can build the most popular Monster Jam monster trucks in the world. Collect all 6 different trucks: Gravedigger, Maximum Destruction, Monster Mutt, El Toro Loco, Blue Thunder, and Monster Mutt Dalmatian. With big chunky tires, authentic decals, working suspension, and a Connects man driver. Packaged in a wedge-shaped box which can be used as a ramp. Imagine, build, play with the new Monster Jam building sets from Connects. Each sold separately.
We know good enough is never good enough. Simply meeting expectations just won't cut it. We built JCB with that in mind. Because in this life, you have to grab each new challenge by the horns. Be strong, be bold, be committed. You have to rise above. You have to be better.
Lake Washington fans, welcome back as we are back here yet again from the Allstate Arena in Rosemont, Illinois. We want to thank everyone so much for tuning in as we are back and ready for our next competition. To start off, before we get started with this event, we unfortunately have some breaking news. This is not something that I want to make as the creator and founder of Lego Monster Jam, but this is definitely a serious matter. Lego Monster fans, we are unfortunately going to be canceling Show 3. This is a decision that I hate to make, but however, there has been another medical emergency that I will not be able to run 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time's event. But however, we are going to finish up this event, but we just wanted to let you guys know that we will be not having the Lego Monster Jam Show 3 here this evening due to a medical condition that has popped up here in this event. So Lego Monster Jam fans, we just wanted to bring that up. It is kind of heartbreaking to not, have that final event for Show 3 this evening, but unfortunately, this is the situation that we've had to have happen. It is definitely kind of a bummer, but however, we will have more information coming out in the later hours of today discussing what's been going on, but we will definitely keep you guys in the loop. So we just wanted to bring that to your attention. It is an unfortunate matter, but however, let's make Show 2 the best event possible. So Lego Monster fans, let's get right back into the action here as we're getting ready for our next competition, the Two-Wheel Skills event right here in the Allstate Arena in Rosemont, Illinois. We cannot wait to see what's going to go down here today. As Lego Monster fans, let's go ahead and take a look at our Two-Wheel Skills competition criteria. All right, here is our Two-Wheel Skills competition criteria as it stands. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. This is how it is. 2 attempts will be for each truck and driver to maneuver their trucks in order to get the best scores possible. The completion of the hits is key in order to get the best score. If you end up not being able to get those 2 attempts in, if you falter on the first attempt, then it might hurt you with the judges because they will deduct from your scores. As Lego Monster fans, let's go ahead and see what today we have for you fans. As Lego Monster fans, we are going to go ahead and show you the incredible moves you may see here this afternoon. Wheelies, stoppies, bicycles, moonwalks, and you see it multiple times throughout this throughout these events that you could possibly see some new innovative tricks that Lego Monster Jam has never seen before. Without further ado, Lego Monster fans, who's ready for the Two-Wheel Skills competition right here in Rosemont, Illinois? Coming up first, he won the Two-Wheel Skills competition earlier yesterday afternoon. Give it up for Joe Foley, El Toro Loco. Loco. Not a bad two skills run to start us off here in the competition. Let's go ahead and take a look at the scores. Two great maneuvers for Joe Foley and El Toro Loco. So let's go ahead and take a look at the scores right now as the judges have sent in the scores for Joe Foley and El Toro Loco, and they are a 9.118. That is going to be first place here for the Duo Skills competition. Not bad, as he has made it to the top. Can anyone knock him off? That is going to be a question decided by our incredible fans here, as the judges will be looking for some incredible wow moments here in the Duo Skills.
She's the giggle at a funeral, was everybody's disapproval. Should've worshipped her sooner. If the heavens ever did speak, she's the last true mouthpiece. Every Sunday's getting more bleak, fresh poison each week.
Well, like Washington fans, let's welcome in Chris Kohler, Mayhem. Ladies and monsters and fans, let's make some noise for Chris Kohler, Mayhem. Not a bad run here in the Duo Skills competition, but what are the judges going to think of this run? Unfortunately, the second attempt there, he was not able to hold the bicycle for long because unfortunately he ran out of room here in this arena. It's very tight. He's got to be very careful where he is decisive, where he wants to be able to go for this competition. Let's go ahead and take a look at the scores from the judges as they're reflecting on our leaders so far. 9.118. That is held by Joe Foley and El Toro Loco. The scores for Chris Kohler and Mayhem is 8.292. That is going to be second place here in the competition, as we've got more competitors coming up, and you definitely don't want to miss out. Stay tuned. Well, coming up next, Jamie Sullivan, Thor. Let's make some noise, ladies and gentlemen, for Jamie Sullivan, Thor. Great donut there, as these drivers also have, if they don't want to do the 2 attempts, they can also put in one solid good attempt at a good donut here for the Duo Skills competition, and that's what Jamie Sullivan did. Really good rotation on there. So, let's go ahead and take a look at the scores. Score to beat is a 9.118. That is from Joe Foley and El Toro Loco. That is the score so far. As ladies Ladies and gentlemen, the scores for Jamie Sullivan and Thor is 8.008. That is going to be third place here in our two-wheel skills competition.
Ooh, crazy's what they think about me. Ain't gonna stop 'cause they tell me so.
Well, coming up next, like Washington fans, let's bring him in. John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity.
Peacekeeping agents from several countries. They got a warrant now. Some judge's letter. What it is I'm going to do, I haven't done. They got their probabilities, but I got something much better. My rocket fastest in the land. Crash out, crash out. People keep saying you got to quit all your lying. But cheating and lying is all I've ever known. People keep telling me this and that and this and that. 'Cause this and that, people, is all they've ever known.
Like Washington fans, give it up for John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity.
Does it really matter how
Not bad, not too bad of a run here as he's looking to hope to take the lead. However, he had some issues in both attempts. He was not able to hold it together for too long here. It might affect his scores going into this competition. Let's go ahead and take a look at the scores right now. 9.118. That is the current score to beat from Joe Foley and El Toro Loco. The scores for John Zimmer Jr. Terminal Velocity is 8.836. Wow, he actually was able to get into second place here with that score. A little bit low just because of how the judges think that two-wheel skills run was. Ladies and gentlemen, we got more coming up. You definitely don't want to miss out. Coming up next, my Washington fans, let's welcome in John Zimmer Sr., Megalodon Stars and Stripes. Washington fans, let's make some noise for John Zimmer Sr., Megalodon Stars and Stripes. What a great run here in this competition. Now the question is that enough to take out Joe Foley and El Toro Loco? We're about to find out right now. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and take a look at the score. Score to beat is a 9.118. The scores from the John Zimmer Sr. and Megalodon Stars and Stripes, as he's competing in this beautiful new Stars and Stripes body that was unveiled in the T-Mobile Center in Kansas City, Missouri. He is rocking this body after 4th of July, the 250-year celebration of America. He'll be back in Megalodon coming up next in Vancouver. So stay tuned, Lady Washington fans. This is your only opportunity you're going to get to see this body. And if you want to see it freestyle, stay tuned, as that's going to be our final competition of this afternoon. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the scores. The scores have been turned in from the judges, and the scores for Megalodon Stars and Stripes and John Zimmer Sr. is a 9.234. He is taking the lead here in the two-wheel skills competition, as he is your new leader. Well, coming up next, he represents the pride of Canada, Kim McQueen, Northern Nightmare.
Trains Canada cross, patriotic in a heart, with my hand on my heart. From the greatest of lakes to the greenest of greens, to the rockiest mountains and everything in between. Oh Canada, oh you're no fan of us, cause our movie and TV shows are so amateur. Yeah, we laugh at all that, don't really bother me. Look, we ain't serious unless we really got this attitude. Our kids in the hall, the Jim Carrey, Mike Myers, how we claiming them all. He's a great white north, I'm on the funniest actors. I'm running the joke with an abundance of laughter. Red, white flag, keep it high, keep it visual. People say Canada against stereotypical. Think we finish every sentence with buddy or lie. And if it ain't that, it's either two-headed guy. Yeah, we consider it people. Still doing rap like the 1990s, but that's how we like it, all time and grinding. I know where I'm from, and I told you before. North of America, hard to ignore.
Well, unfortunately, Kim McQueen and Northern Nightmare having some steering problems with both the front and the rear here. They're going to have to get that truck fixed if they want to freestyle here this afternoon. So we'll have to keep an eye out on that. He may not make it. Who knows? He's got plenty of time to change out the steering rams. But however, he's going to have to work pretty hard. His crew already back there right now, trying to get it ready to go for freestyle. Unfortunately, was only going to make one attempt here. Might have been just because of how hard he pushed it in racing earlier this afternoon. So let's go ahead and take a look at the scores for him. The scores have been turned in. Megalodon Stars and Stripes and John Zimmer Sr. with a 9.234 is still the leader here in this competition. The score, so for Kim McQueen and Northern Nightmare, is a 7.998. That is what the judges scored, because he only was able to complete one of the attempts, as he unfortunately had truck breakage after that. So that's going to play him dead last here in this competition. But let's make some noise, ladies and gentlemen, for Kim McQueen, Northern Nightmare. She's back to the bone. Let's welcome in Chris Anderson, Grief Digger Stars and Stripes.
On the day I was born, the nurses all gathered around, and they gazed in wide wonder. The nurse spoke up, said, "Leave this one alone." She could tell right away that I was bad to the bone, bad to the bone, bad to the bone, bad to the bone. A thousand hearts. Before I met you, I'll break 1,000 more, baby. Before I ever knew you, baby, you're the one. I'm here to tell you, honey,
save. Drug the shot off. Let's see if she can fire. She's been fighting very much in advance. Let's hear it for Kristen Anderson. Green Tiger Stars and Stripes.
I make a rich woman beg, I make a good woman steal. I make an old woman blush, and I make a young girl squeal. I wanna be yours, pretty baby, yours and yours. I'm here to tell you, honey, I'm bad to the bone.
Legal Monsters and fans, let's make some noise for Kristen Anderson. Green Tiger Stars and Stripes. And she's continuing on that dominance as she was able to win freestyle and the overall event championship yesterday, actually, in the afternoon. As ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and take a look at the scores from the judges here. As ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be close. She had some good momentum in both of the moves. She was able to pull a save off of trying to do that tricky move off that one jump. But let's go ahead and take a look at the scores. Maple Down Stars and Stripes, John Zimmer Sr. is currently the leader with a 9.234. The scores for Kristen Anderson and Gravedigger is 9.310. She is your new leader with Gravedigger Stars and Stripes. Kristen Anderson is now on top of the leaderboard as one truck is remaining to two-wheel scale.
I'm at a payphone trying to call home. All of my change I spent on you. Where have the times gone, baby? It's all wrong. Where are the plans we made for two? Yeah, I know it's hard to remember the people we used to be.
Our final competitor in the two skills competition, let's welcome in Frank Krimmel, the amazing Spider-Man. And what a tough break here in this competition, as unfortunately he'll go over here in the first attempt. He tried something new, and that might actually stand up good for the judges here. They like to see a lot of good technical moves here in the two skills competition. So let's go ahead and take a look, as this was your final competitor here in the two skills competition. So it's going to come down to Frank Krimmel and the amazing Spider-Man and Kristen Anderson and Gravedigger Stars and Stripes. The scores, here they are, 9.310. That is what Kristen Anderson and Gravedigger Stars and Stripes has to hold up onto the table. The scores for Frank Krimmel and the amazing Spider-Man is 8.513, putting him in fifth, not enough to take the lead. Your two skills competition winner of show 2 here in Rosemont, Illinois with a 9.310, Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger Stars and Stripes.
The gaze that wide wonder at the joy they found. The nurse spoke up, so leave us alone. She could tell right away that I was bad to the bone, bad to the bone, bad to the bone. Oh, I met you. I'll break 1,000 more, baby. Before I even do. I wanna be yours, baby. Yours and yours. I'm here to tell you, honey, that I'm bad to the bone. Bad to the bone.
One more time, Lake fans, here in Rosemont, Illinois. Give it up for Kristen Anderson, Great Bigger Stars and Stripes, your Singles Skills Competition winner. Now we're going to change and transition into, so far, our overall event standings of this afternoon. 13 points to John Zimmer Sr. and Megalodon Stars and Stripes. He is on the verge of collecting another overall event championship on this season of Lego Monster Jam. So it's going to be quite interesting as we're getting down to the wire. We've got one more competition left, and that is the freestyle competition. So Lego Monster Jam fans, we are super excited to see what's going to go down here, and you definitely don't want to miss out. So stay tuned as we've got our final competition of this afternoon coming up next, and that is the freestyle competition. So stay tuned on TikTok. We are going to end the live, but however, we will be back after intermission. So we're going to get this track ready to go, get these trucks ready to go, and we're going to get our intermission going so that way we can get to the freestyle competition, and we cannot wait to see who's going to walk away with the overall and freestyle competition wins. As ladies and gentlemen, this is intermission.
You gotta go and get angry at all of my honesty. You know I try, but I don't treat you well with apologies. I hope I don't run out of time, cause someone call a referee. Cause I just need one more shot, have forgiveness. I know that I made those mistakes maybe once or twice. About once or twice, I mean maybe a couple of 100 times. So let me redeem on myself tonight. Cause I just need one more shot, second chances. Is it too late now to say sorry? Cause I'm missing more than just your body. Oh, is it too late now to say sorry? Yeah, I know that I let you down. Is it too late to say sorry now? I'm sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah, I know that I let you down. Is it too late to say sorry now? I'll take every single piece of the blame if you want me to. But you know that there is no innocent one in this game for two. I go, and then you go out and spill the truth. Can we both say the words and forget this? Yeah, is it too late now to say sorry? Cause I'm missing more than just your body. Oh, is it too late now to say sorry? Yeah, I know that I let you down. Is it too late to say sorry now? I'm not just trying to get you back on me. Cause I'm missing more than just your body. Is it too late now to say sorry? Yeah, I know that I let you down. Is it too late to say sorry now? I'm sorry. Sorry. Yeah, I know You know the bed feels warmer, sleeping here alone. You know I dream in color and do the things I want. You think you got the best of me, think you've had the last laugh, but you think that everything good is gone. Think you left me broken down, think that I'll come running back. Maybe you don't know me 'cause you're dead wrong. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Stand a little taller. Doesn't mean I'm lonely when I'm alone. What doesn't kill you makes a fighter. Puts that fever higher. Doesn't mean I'm over 'cause you're gone. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, stronger. Trust me, myself and I. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Stand a little taller. Doesn't mean I'm lonely when I'm alone. You heard that I was starting over with someone new. They told you I was moving on over you. And think that I'd come back swinging. You tried to break me, but you see what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Stand a little taller. Doesn't mean I'm lonely when I'm alone. What doesn't kill you makes a fighter. Puts that fever higher. Doesn't mean I'm over 'cause you're gone. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, stronger. Trust me, myself and I. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Stand a little taller. Doesn't mean I'm lonely when I'm alone. Thanks to you, I got a new face on me. Thanks to you, I'm not the broken hearted. Thanks to you, I'm finally thinking about me. You know, in the end, today I left was just my beginning. In the end, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Stand a little taller. Doesn't mean I'm lonely when I'm alone. What doesn't kill you makes a fighter. Puts that fever higher. Doesn't mean I'm over 'cause you're gone. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, stronger. Trust me, myself and I. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Stand a little taller. Doesn't mean I'm lonely when I'm alone. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, stronger. Trust me, myself and I. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Stand a little taller. Doesn't mean I'm lonely when I'm alone.
Passionate about a life in racing? Circle track, drag racing, drifting, or Monster Jam. Find it all at the University of Northwestern Ohio.
The passion here is very different than I've seen in the other schools. You guys set them up very, very well to succeed and to win in a big time way.
The factors of school you can go through for racing is just a little bit insane, but it's very cool because it gives kids like me the opportunity to chase that dream.
See where your future can take you with a high-performance motorsports degree from the University of Northwestern Ohio.
Introducing new Monster Jam Ultimate Micro Collection from K'NEX. Now you can build the most popular Monster Jam monster trucks in micro scale. Includes 5 of your favorite monster trucks: Maximum Destruction, Monster Box, El Toro Logo, Captain's Curse, and Grave Digger.
in micro size. With big chunky tires, authentic decals, and working suspension. Use the box as a ramp. Imagine, build, play with new Monster Jam Ultimate Micro Collections from K'NEX.
Lego Monster fans, welcome back as we are back here yet again for another incredible event as we are getting ready for our final competition of this afternoon, which is the freestyle competition. But just like I said in the Two Skills competition before we started that competition, we just want to give you guys, everyone, an announcement that is tuning in live right now. We want to thank you guys so much for tuning in here in Rosemont, Illinois. But unfortunately, we will not be having our event for show 3 tonight, as we are going to unfortunately have to cancel that event. It is a huge bummer. It's due to because of a medical condition that something has happened, and we will have to let you guys know later on this afternoon what that condition is and what is happening. But it's a huge bummer. It's a huge disappointment, and it's definitely hard to make this announcement today, just because of how this medical condition is a huge factor coming in to Rosemont, Illinois. But however, stay tuned, Lego Monster Jam fans. This may not have been the best Lego Monster Jam event this weekend, but however, we are hoping that you guys are enjoying it. We see you guys in the TikTok enjoying all the latest content and latest footage that you're seeing on YouTube as well. We thank you guys so much for tuning in as well. But hopefully, we're coming up with another event coming soon. Stay tuned. We are going to be having our next event coming up in just a couple of weeks. We'll be going to the amazing Pacific Coliseum in Vancouver, British Columbia for another incredible Lego Monster Jam event. And you definitely want to make sure you stay tuned in for this one, because this is the halfway mark of Arena Championship Series North, as we are getting closer to crowning our series champion of Arena Championship Series North. Without further ado, Lego Monster Jam fans, let's go ahead and get started. Also, make sure to subscribe for more content on our YouTube channel, along with following us on Instagram and Facebook, along with following us on TikTok. We appreciate it. Make sure to tap that screen as you come in and enjoy this live. And make sure to share with your friends and family. That's a huge one, as some people might not even know about Lego Monster Jam. If this is your first time, well, sit back and enjoy, because we're about to show you what's up here in the Allstate Arena in Rosemont, Illinois. Without further ado, Lego Monster Jam fans, let's go ahead and take a look at our freestyle competition criteria. All right, Lake Washington fans, we've got our freestyle competition criteria. For you guys on TikTok, we are going to have an incredible freestyle competition along with on YouTube. We cannot wait to see what goes on. So it's going to be 75 seconds on the clock as each truck and driver will tear up this track in that time period. They can go for as long as they want, but they have to keep it under control. As ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and take a look. Use of all obstacles is definitely going to be a key factor here in this event. As definitely using all the obstacles will definitely boost up your scores from the judges as they see fit. They want to see you fill the entire clock, and if you don't fill the entire clock, it will be a detriment to the score, as unfortunately the judges will have to deduct the scores here this afternoon. And we can see a lot of this. Creativity. What can you put in this run that will make or break your truck or even the event? We'll have to find out and see what happens. And we have a lot of the great key elements of the wow factor. What is in this track that will pull off a great wow factor? Is it a backflip, or is it a huge air moment, or a huge save? We'll find out as freestyle commences pretty soon. And technical moves and combinations. Definitely seeing what you can use in the track to put in your run for a technical move, or even some combinations here in this competition. So, Lake Washington fans, these are all key elements of what the judges are going to score this upon. We're about to find out here shortly, so make sure, Lake Washington fans, you stay tuned here as the freestyle competition starts right now. Lego Monster Jam fans, we've reached the pinnacle of this afternoon. This is Rosemont. This is Lego Monster Jam Freestyle. Unfortunately, sounds like he just lost the motor here. He has not had some good luck here. Yesterday afternoon, he ended up blowing an engine, and he actually ended up blowing a tire off. And now he's unfortunately blown the motor. It looks like when he did that wheelie, it completely got too hot in there, and then once he hit the throttle, it just completely blew a pinion out of the motor here. But what a tough break. Give it up one more time for the hit this weekend for John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. Scores may not be much, but let's go ahead and take a look at the scores. We can't judge a book by its cover. That is all in the judge's hands right now. As Lake Washington fans, let's go ahead and take a look. The scores right now from the judges are turned in, and they are for Terminal Velocity driver John Zimmer Jr. 7.920. That is going to be so far in first place because it's the first truck out on the track. As ladies and gentlemen, more freestyle action is yet to come.
You hold the line when every one of them is giving up and giving in. Tell me, in this house of mine, nothing ever comes without a consequence of cost. Tell me, will the stars align? Will heaven step in? Will it save us from our sin? Will it? 'Cause this house of mine stands strong. That's the price you pay. Leave me
Washington fans, who's ready for more freestyle right here in Rosemont, Illinois. Coming up next, John Zimmer Sr., Megalodon Stars and Stripes. Lego Monster Jam fans, give it up for John Zimmer Sr., Megalodon Stars and Stripes. All right, not a bad run from him. The question is where do the judges lie on the scores here? He kind of lacked a little bit of momentum here in between the jumps, but however, he definitely put on a good show, as this will be the final time you see the Stars and Stripes Megalodon, as he is going to try to destroy this thing as best he can. Unfortunately, didn't do too much. He just knocked off 2 fins, but however, he's still rolling here in this competition. Score to beat right now, 7.920. That is terminal velocity driver John Zimmer Jr. The scores from the judges as they're coming in right now, they are an 8.583. That's going to put him on top here in this competition, as he's going to move right into the top spot in our freestyle competition with 6 trucks left to go. He is definitely on his way to hopefully winning a freestyle championship.
You were all done up, but it wasn't for me. You were up in the front, to top of your feet. I was back in the bar. You had your eyes on the stage. You had an X on your head to tell them your age. I didn't put my money on it, but I was hoping that you would be here if I was something that you ever wanted. I'm all ears, I'm all ears. You made a wish at 11:11. I had your hips and 12:34. There was a kiss just waiting to happen. A cab was calling outside the door.
All right, Lego Monster fans, let's get ready for our next freestyler. Coming up next, representing the pride of Canada, Hugh McQueen, Northern Nightmare.
Yeah. Yeah, from the land of the lost. Trans-Canada cross, patriotic in a honor with my hand on my heart. From the greatest of lakes to the greenest of greens, to the Rockies and everything in between. Oh, Canada, oh, you're no fan of us, cause I'm movie and TV shows is running the show. Yeah, we laugh it off, that don't really bother me. Look, we ain't serious unless we really gotta be. It's attitude like kids in the hall. The Jim Carrey, Mike Myers, how we claiming them all. He's a great white north, I'm on the funniest actors. I'm running the joke with an abundance of laughter. Red and white flag, keep it high, keep it visual. People say Canada, get stereotypical. We finish every sentence with buddy or why. And if it ain't that, it's either too gay or guy. Yeah, we consider it people. Still doing rap like the 1990s, but that's how we like it all time and right. I know where I'm from and I told you before. North of America, home to its war. Every time I go for it, Canada, oh, 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 Canada. Oh, Canada, oh, oh, Canada. Oh, Canada, oh, 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 Canada. That's Mississippi, you call me the classic. 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 I've been around the globe and heard the confusion. Honestly, a lot of y'all ignorant and stupid. Yes, we have microwave TVs and cell phones, unintelligent. We invented the telephone.
In the least 5 seconds on that clock, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for King of the Queen, Northern Nightmare. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at his scores here in this competition. Throwing it into reverse here, but however, is it going to sit good with the judges? We're about to find out right now, as he actually laid it all on the track here, as he lost so many body parts. But however, he's going to have that truck ready to go when we go into our next stop on Arena Championship Series North, the Pacific Coliseum in Vancouver, British Columbia. You definitely don't want to miss out our next time of being in Canada. It's definitely going to be awesome, so make sure you stay tuned. Scores right now coming in from the judges, 8.583. That's the current score from our Megalodon Stars and Stripes, John Zimmer Sr. Now the question is, did Cam Queen put on a run that will take over that lead? The scores for Cam McQueen and Northern Nightmare is an 8.261. That's going to put him in second place, as unfortunately will not take the lead, but he definitely laid it all on the track for you fans here in Rosemont, Illinois. Cam McQueen, Northern Nightmare. All right, Lego Washington fans, we want to do something special with you fans. We see you all on our TikTok right now, 78 people. We appreciate you all being here. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, go ahead and spam that like button right now. Go ahead. We see you guys. Keep tapping away. Thank you so much. You Lego Monster Jam fans are the reason why we continue to go on here in Lego Monster Jam. Coming up next, the Crazy Bull from south of the border, Joe Foley, El Toro Loco. Now that's how you put on a freestyle run. Give it up for Freestyle Foley, Joe Foley, El Toro Loco. What an incredible run here for him. He's wanted to win another freestyle championship. He won one in Kansas City, and he is looking hot on high heels here as he's looking for that freestyle win here in this competition. Let's go ahead and take a look. Beautiful backflip here on that mini flip ramp, and then adding some extra saves, and he was able to do kind of like a double here with using that transfer of the crush cars going to there and all the way to the end of the track. Let's go ahead and take a look at those scores, though. John Zimmer Sr., Megalodon Stars and Stripes is the leader with 8.583. The scores for Joe Foley and El Toro Loco is 8.912. He's got the lead here in freestyle. Give it up for Joe Foley, El Toro Loco. So he's taking the lead right now as we got more competitors coming up next.
We are dead to rights, born and raised. We are thick and thin till our last days. So hold me close and I'll surrender to your heart. You know how to give and how to take. You see every hope I locked away. So pull me close.
Coming up next, let's welcome in Frank Kribble, the Amazing Spider-Man. Give it up for Frank Kribble, the Amazing Spider-Man. What an incredible run here as as he was able to pull out save after save after save here in this competition. That's what the judges like to see. They like to see a lot of competition elements added from the criteria that we just saw. As ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and take a look from the video board, as this is going to be close. Is it enough to take the lead as he's in pursuit of trying to win freestyle and racing here on the same day? Let's go ahead and take a look at the scores. The score to beat is an 8.912 with Joe Foley and El Toro Loco. The scores for Frank Krummel and the Amazing Spider-Man is an 8.927. Barely gets the lead, but he is your new leader, and standing on top of the pod is going to be Frank Krummel and the Amazing Spider-Man taking the win, as we still have, so far, 3 more competitors. We're not done yet, Lego Monster Jam fans. We've got it coming up next here on Lego Monster Jam.
I won't lie to you. I know he's just not right for you. And you could tell me if I'm off, but I see it on your face when you say that he's the one that you want. And you're spending all your time in this wrong city.
Well, coming up next, let's welcome in Chris Kohler, Mayhem. And a tough break here, leaving 35 seconds on that clock when he rolled over. But unfortunately, that is going to be the end of the run for Chris Kohler and Mayhem. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make some noise though one more time for Chris Kohler and Mayhem. So he didn't finish the whole run, but however, he left it into that kind of a crazy save there. He was trying to get back, but unfortunately the truck would just not allow it as he went over right onto his lid here in Rosemont, Illinois. Let's go ahead and take a look. 8.927, Frank Krummel and the Amazing Spider-Man still leads the way. Let's see what the scores are going to be. Remember, if you don't finish the whole clock, a deduction will be in place for that trucking driver that didn't get the full run in. The judges are very strict on that rule. So let's go ahead and see what the scores are for Chris Kohler and Mayhem. 7.600. That's going to put him in 6th place here in this competition. As Lego Monster fans, we've got 2 more competitors coming up next. Coming up next, Jamie Sullivan, Thor. And what a tough break here. 35 seconds in that clock, and she was able to fill it either here in this competition. The wheel comes off of Thor here. Little too high to jump. It just broke that complete front left spindle off, and it just sheared the tire right on off of here. But ladies and gentlemen, let's make some noise on the weekend. Jamie Sullivan, Thor. Fortunately, not able to complete the full time. Again, that's possibly going to be a deduction from the scores, and the judges are not going to be able to score much from that run. As ladies and gentlemen, she came out with a house of fire, but however, it's just not going to be able to take the lead. Let's take a look at the scores. 8.927, Frank Kreml and the Amazing Spider-Man is your leader. As that score is still standing, ladies and gentlemen, the scores for Jamie Sullivan and Thor is 7.353. That's a 7th place finish. As ladies and gentlemen, that is so far your top 7.
Pack yourself a toothbrush, dear. Pack yourself a favorite blouse.
All right, be ready for the final competitor. Coming up now, it's going to be Kristen Anderson, Grave Digger Stars and Stripes.
Oh, the day I was born, the little song got around, and it gave the light the joy they found. The nurse stood up, so leave the song. She could tell right away, I was bad to the bone, bad to the bone, bad to the bone. I break 1,000 more, baby. All I can do, I wanna be yours, baby. I'm here to tell you, honey, bad to the bone, bad to the bone,
She almost filled time, but however, give it up for Kristen Anderson, Grave Digger Stars and Stripes. Not going to be able to fill that clock, but however, I don't think the judges really cared. She really wanted to continue going here for you fans. They know that we aren't going to be able to see show 3 here, and they are burned. Every driver that came out here burned it down for you fans. Regardless if they broke wheels or even blew bodies off, they definitely wanted to put on a good show for you fans. Now the question is, where do the scores lie here in this competition? Scoring 8.927 from the judges. The question is it enough to take the lead from Frank Krimmel in The Amazing Spider-Man. The scores for Kristen Anderson and Greg Digger Stars and Stripes is 8.701. She was close. Third place here in this competition, but what that means is your freestyle competition winner on the most dominant event that he could have laid it down for you fans. Ladies and gentlemen, your freestyle competition winner, Frank Krimmel, the Amazing Spider-Man. One more time, Rosemont, your freestyle competition winner. Here on show 2, Frank Krimmel, the Amazing Spider-Man. All right, Lego Monster Camp fans, as we transition now into the last step in crowning our overall event champion racing competition. Here we go. There was 8 points going to this truck and driver with the most points of this competition. Then, in the dual skills competition, 4 points into the overall event championship as the freestyle competition just wrapped up. 8 points go to this truck and driver, giving this team 20 points in today's overall event championship. Your overall event champion is... He's done here in Rosemont. He is unstoppable and moving with the overall event championship in hands. Give it up for Roseville, Michigan native, and also your overall event champion of show 2, Frank Krimmel, the Amazing Spider-Man. One more time, Rosemont, for your overall event champion, Frank Krimmel, the Amazing Spider-Man. And here we go. This is something I've been looking to see. Where do we lay in points for this overall season standings? You can see it, Kristen Anderson and Greg Digger Stars and Stripes, just 3 points ahead of John Zimmer Sr. and Megalodon Stars and Stripes. Actually, it's a 4-point lead here in this season standings. 87 points for Stars and Stripes, Megalodon, John Zimmer Sr. and Megalodon. And in our third place position, John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity, with 84 points into the overall. So that's your top 3. You can see all the way down at the bottom. If you want to win this series, Jamie Solomon and Thor is going to have to catch up. And that will be coming soon, as our next stop will be going to the Pacific Coliseum in this amazing facility in Vancouver, British Columbia. So make sure you stay tuned for that event. Lego Monster fans, unfortunately, like we said, in the dual skills competition and in the freestyle competition, it has been kind of hard to make this decision, but however, we will not be having show 3 due to a health emergency that I have to attend to, as unfortunately it's not looking good. But however, we will be having our next event in the Pacific Coliseum in Vancouver, British Columbia, and you'll see every single truck and driver yet again here on the channel. and you definitely don't want to miss out. So show 3 will not be happening tonight, as it is an unfortunate thing for a health medical condition and a medical emergency. So unfortunately, it will not be hosting the event tonight. But however, stay tuned, and we will give you some more information about what's going on later on this evening into this afternoon. So Lego Moss Gym fans, make sure you tune in to Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, or YouTube to find out about everything that is going to be covered in there. We'll make an announcement on our Instagram as well for those that are not tuning in right now. Lego Moss Gym fans, that is it for the weekend. No, thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn on post notifications for more content like this. And if you're on our TikTok, make sure to follow us and share it with your friends and family. Along with, just to let you guys know, we want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. It really does mean a lot to us here at Lego Monster Gym, and all the great coverage that we have of this event is just by far awesome. Also, we're going to do a quick recap of the event of Show 2 in the racing competition, pulling off his first ever win in Lego Monster Gym history, his first ever career win as a veteran. He would come in and win. Frank Kreml and the Amazing Spider-Man would take the racing championship over the Camel Queen and Northern Nightmare, yet another great veteran as well. Then the two-wheel skills competition would be Kristen Anderson and Greg Bigger pulling off some great, incredible tricks in that competition, and that would give her the two-wheel skills win. In the freestyle and overall event championship, we wrapped it up with Frank Kreml and the Amazing Spider-Man taking both competitions, racing and freestyle, along with the overall event championship, having the most points at the end of the event. Well, Lego Moss Gym fans, I don't know about you, but I have one question for you, and showing it with the lights. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed yourself, Rosemont, make some noise. We appreciate you, Lego Moss Gym fans, as we cannot wait for our next event. Going to be in the Pacific Coliseum, like we just said, in Vancouver, British Columbia. You'll have to stay tuned for that event. We will announce it, and we'll have more content than ever coming up shortly. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, my name is Andrew Deutsch, the creator and founder of Lego Monster Jam, and we will see you on the next Lego Monster Jam.
We're gonna stand with our hands in the sky. Gonna raise our cup to the stadium lights. For the glory, for the glory. We celebrate with the city tonight. Hear the whole town cheer, it's the ultimate high. For the glory, we do it for the glory. Yeah, we've waited for our time.